Because when I'm running with the vision, different things will come to try to block me from seeing the word like I need to see it. But remember, this word as a kingdom ambassador is deeply rooted on the inside of me. This is a covenant that I'm dealing with. I can't allow anything to break me away, to distort my vision, to block my vision. But oftentimes, as a kingdom ambassador, things happen in this thing that we call life. And different things will happen to throw us off, to get us off course. But I know as a kingdom ambassador that I need to make sure that my vision is fastened, that I do exactly what the Father has called me to do, and that I begin to operate in the law of vision and apply it accordingly. So let's look at, in the notes, let's look at the notes concerning vision blockers. Okay, number one, unwillingness to change. This is a vision blocker. Unwillingness to change, would rather hold on to what's comfortable versus moving into truth. Let me say that again. One vision blocker is unwillingness to change, would rather hold on to what's comfortable versus moving into truth. Oh my goodness, we need to look at some scripture here, because I cannot become stagnant. I often say stagnant water is stink. Is not moving, is not flowing. No, I've got to get out of my comfort zone. As a matter of fact, religion has taught us how to stay in your comfort zone. Can I encourage you today? I want to encourage you to get uncomfortable. All right, so let's look at this scripture here in Marcus 7. Let me get this. Marcus 7, 1 through 15. All right, Marcus 7, 1 through 15. Vision blockers. All right, Marcus 7, 1 through 15. Then the Pharisees, some of the scribes, gathered together to him, having come from Jerusalem. Now, when they saw some of his disciples eating bread with defiled, that is, unwashed hands, they found fault. For the Pharisees and all the Jews don't eat unless they wash their hands and forearms, holding on to what? The traditions of the elders. They don't eat when they come from the marketplace unless they bathe themselves, and there are other things which they have received to hold to. Washing of cups, pitchers, bronze vessels, and couches. The Pharisees and the scribe asked them, why don't your disciples walk according to the tradition of elders, but eat their bread with unwashed hands? And he answered them, well did Yahshua prophesy of you hypocrites, as it is written, this people honors me with their lips, but their heart is far from me. They worship me in vain, teaching as doctrines the commandments of men. For you set aside the commandments of Elohim and hold tightly to the tradition of men, the washing of pitchers and cups, and you do many other such things, he said to them. Full well do you reject the commandment of Elohim that you may keep your tradition? For Moshe said, honor your father and your mother, and he who speaks evil of father or mother, let him be put to death. But you say, if a man tells his father or his mother, whatever profit you may have received from me is Corban, that is to say, given to Elohim, then you no longer allow him to do anything for his father or his mother, making void the word of Elohim by your tradition, which you have handed down. You do many things like this. And he called all the multitude to himself and said to them, hear me, all of you, and understand. In other words, come here, come get this precept. There is nothing from outside of the man that goeth in him, that can defile him, but the things which proceed out of the man are those that defile the man. If anyone has ears to hear, let him hear. Okay, this is so powerful because they wanted to see them do the hand washing ceremony. It's not about washing your hands. I mean, we know that we're supposed to wash our hands. They had a whole ritual that was passed down by the elders to the other elders, and this made them feel great about themselves. But I cannot tell you this. If your hands have not been washed by the blood of Yeshua, you can wash them 1,000 times a zillion, and they still won't be clean. Those washing ceremonies, and some are still doing different rituals. It may not be hand washing ceremonies, but it may be some type of ritual routine, and you feel like this is what's making you closer. No, absolutely not. That is not so. So we're doing away with the traditions of man, and we choose the word of Elohim instead.